Hey Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, views, subscribes, the comments, everything. I appreciate it all. Let's ring this bell. Let's clear out the energy. And then we'll see what the message the Spirit has for us this afternoon or whenever you see this. Wow. I'm just hearing, like I said, what I said. Like I said what I said. Bottom of the deck, unfinished symphony. Maybe somebody in your family feels like something is not yet complete or done. You know, like things are starting to work out now, things are starting to clear up, things are starting to look better, and this person can finally breathe. This person finally can like take a deep breath and figure out a way forward. Even if this is through some chaos and conflict, even if you are the one that's saying, no, this ain't for me. I said what I said, it's done. Something about you, something about this person. This person wants both of you to be happy. Feels that, both of you are just out there by they're by themselves, you're by yourself, but they feel like, you know what, it's time for you both to get together. It's like they wanna say, let's stop the arguing, stop the bickering, stop the fighting. What's the message? Hey Shaylin, how are you? Yeah, like I said, things are like magically clearing up. You know, things that were causing chaos, that caused the confusion. Things that you had said, you know what, I'm not going to be around this. I'm not going to be around this. And this person understood you didn't deserve to be around this because one thing for certain, two things for sure, that you were blessed. You were that milk and honey. This person realizes this now, that whenever they were with you, that's when they were receiving blessings. But it took being without you for that person to realize that, you know what, they actually needed you, because you could do things that they could not even, that they could only dream of doing, that they wouldn't even attempt to do. You were somebody that didn't give up. You were somebody that never said, "Well, I guess we just can't." You were somebody who said, "Oh, yes, we can," and they did. You did. See, see, it it takes somebody that to really admit to themselves that that you had this loyal heart, and they can just, imagine what it would be like if y'all was together right then to here today. They can just imagine what it would be like. There's something about, this person, they know you, they feel really that, you're gonna be happy either way it goes. regardless, because you wasn't the one that caused the chaos, the conflict. It was them thinking that they knew what was a better option. It was them that had to find out the hard way that all that glitters is not gold. So they know you gonna be all right, but it was them, the ones that burned everything down to the ground. Even if they are being truthful with themselves, and this honestly is what they get. It's like this person had to burn everything down to the ground to understand that, you know what? They were given a choice and they blew it. So now this person wants to work real hard. They asking God, please give me another chance. If I clean this up, if I clean that up, if I chop wood, if I do this, if I do that, please give me another chance. Just one more chance, because this person does not want this story to end. Now they want to go the distance with you. Now they want to give you your flowers. Now they know they need you in order to co-create. It's like this person, they've been trying to, since not being around you, they've been trying and to see if there's somebody that can help them, or what can they do, or they're trying to get through this problem, but they just can't seem to get it. It seems like they always get stuck, and they really do need somebody to tell them exactly what they need to do so that they can finally get past this and put whatever issue that is behind them. See, this was divine timing. This was the universe making sure that they learned a lesson they won't ever, ever, ever forget. This was divine timing for them to get this karma as they are receiving it right now. Hey, Courtney. This person feels so all alone. So left to the wolves. It's like they didn't appreciate what you was given when you was given it. They felt like they could do without it. But now they know they can't do without it. And if they could send you a message, but you know what? This person right now, all they can do is watch you. It's almost like this person is afraid to speak. And this person is just trying to hold on. They're trying to be okay because it looks like you at peace. So it's almost like this person really does not want to disturb your peace. But right now, if this male had anything to say, they would say that they messed up a relationship with their soulmate. They know ain't no place like home. What you bring is home. And you know what? They thinking if they hadn't messed this up, they wouldn't have to make amends. But you know what? They gotta just do what they gotta do. And this person still don't understand why they did what they did. Still don't understand that. And maybe they'll never know. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. Something about a change in the wind. Somebody really wants a change in the wind. They want things to go back the way it used to be. But this person is going to have to come to the edge and look real close and understand that things will never go back to the way that they used to be. They can only move forward. It's like this person can't rest on their laurels. If they get you back, they can't just go, well, that's enough. I just guess that's enough. No, it's not even like that. If they plan on not doing what they need to do, then it's like, why even send you a message? Why even go there? Only because this person knows how blessed you are, how you are that treasure island. They want to get in your good graces again so that they can come up again. Yeah, I'm telling you, so that they can hopefully come up again, and then get themselves back in order and everything, like off your dime. Mm-mm. But Spirit said no. Right now, this person, they have to deal with the truth. They got to deal with this karma. They have to deal with everything that they put out there. They can't get away with this. They can't get away from this. And now this person is just worried about you, not worried about that you're going to be upset or sick or anything, but worried that you're going to meet you a new boo. Hey, J Mike. Yeah. And they know that even if you did meet somebody else, that's okay too. That would be fair. Because they thinking about the bullshit that they did. And in fact, they thinking about, because they was all in their ego and their pride, that they chose not to mend the fence when they had the opportunity to mend that fence. So it don't make a difference how unfinished they feel that this is, and that you're supposed to be part of their family and everything. This person know that, you know what, you was the one who was loyal. They was the one who messed it up. And now they got to be the one to swallow that big ass horse pill, just like you had to. Stop whining. Stop crying. What's the message? Mm-hmm. That's what he needs to do, is stop crying. Stop whining. It's just because he need a leg up, but he realizes he got to go by the book. There's some shit that you cannot pass up, and this is one of those things. This is a lesson that somebody's going to have to learn on their own. Yeah. See, they're going to have to learn when it's time to leave somebody alone, especially if this person is offering you some shit that you don't need to take in the first fucking place. Spirit told this person they better clean their ass up a long time ago. Spirit is not holding any, is not having any type of pity for this person. Yes, because Spirit had told this person, hey, you need to go ahead and mend that. You know that person is telling the truth and you lying on that. You need to go ahead over there and mend that. Hey, 007 Maniac. Now somebody out there feeling all alone and looking stupid, talking about we got some unfinished business. Yeah, well, where was you at whenever you should have handled that damn unfinished business? Just like now, you knew back then that was part of your family, that was supposed to be part of your tribe. What the fuck has changed? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. What's the message? Anything else in this deck? Oh. It's time for them to clean it up. I'm not going to take all these cards. Yeah, it is time for that yang energy to clean they act up. You know? Stop playing games. Stop acting like they shrinking. You know? Stop playing victim. Hey, Red Violet. Stop playing victim. Excuse me. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Yes. It's like this person acts like they don't understand that they're blessed. They don't understand that you're blessed and that they get their blessings from you, you know? And it's like this person is like even asking themselves, why you? Okay, well, why not you? Who better than you? I mean, you the one that spent the most amount of time by yourself. You was the one who was pushed out to the sea. You was the one who was orphaned. You was the one who had no choice but to get close to God. So why not you? It wasn't the person who went to church 2 hours out the day on one day out the week on a Sunday, hooped, hollered, ran through the church, sang, went up to the front, gave some money, or put their money in the basket and just going around and yes, and screamed out, preach, preach, yes, Lord, preach, preach. Now you gonna think that's the most saved and sanctified one. And they leaving the church going straight to play on their favorite horse or dog. Going to sit at the crap table. They're gonna stop by the casino. You know? So, but this one that y'all done left out there to the sea and orphaned, that one had no one but God to depend on, to talk to seek comfort from. That was it. That was it. So why not that one? Spirit want to know, why not that one? That's the only one that took time to spend time with me. Spirit said, I appreciate your little 2 hours each week and all. Oh, excuse me, 2 hours and 45 minutes because you did practice praying 10 to 15 minutes each night. I give you that. So I appreciate the 2 hours and 45 minutes that you have given to me each and every week religiously. But this one is giving me hours amongst hours amongst hours amongst hours amongst hours amongst days. Mm-hmm. See, somebody's finally coming to the realization here that you know what, they this unfinished business that they got, it's not necessarily with you per se, but they want it to be with you per se. They really wanted it to really, really, really be with you. No per se in actuality. But that meeting that they got is really with karma per se. You feel me? Touche. So yeah, somebody's understanding that, when they really look at it, that unfinished business that they got is with karma. Because they just not gonna be able just to come right back in and be like, I know I left you to the wolves and everything, but you came out on top. Who knew you could howl like those wolves? And we did not know you knew how to bark. What is that? some shit that you done picked up. What was going on? You got to teach me that shit, baby. You know, like somebody know they just left you all alone, and like they just feel like, okay, well, I'm gonna come back in. I'm on my way. I'm on my way back in. No, this person know this gonna take some time, baby. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some effort. You ain't getting up in here. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. Slow your roll. You go by the book, baby. Slow your roll. You're gonna have to work hard. Work hard to create this new life. This shit ain't no. You ain't snapping no fingers over there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So yes. What's the message? Anything else from this deck? Thank you. Yeah, so like this person, they really didn't appreciate what they had when they had it. They didn't think that they thought that they could go anywhere and get their same shit. But no, they didn't get that shit at all. In fact, they didn't get nothing that they wanted. All this shit is in reverse. They didn't get shit that they wanted. This person, they like ruined their entire life just with one going with one person. They did not. Are we spinning? Are we spinning? They sure in the hell wasn't thinking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? They thought they was gonna have some peace. Thank you. They thought they was gonna have some peace. No, they are not at peace with nothing fair. They was getting somebody was robbing them blind, but nothing fair, and they was not trying to get along. They was not trying to get along. That's when this person said, "No, they needed to stop that shit. They need to go back to building with you." Mm-hmm. So yes, indeed. Let me see. We're gonna pull from this deck. Bottom of the deck, Ten of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. This is you. I think you got everything you need. You know, you the matriarch. You got your spiritual gifts. You know, your inheritance, your ancestors. Everybody's around you. You doing the damn thing. You are doing the damn thing. And then on top of that, you're very very spiritual. On top of that, it's like you knew about somebody trying to leave you out in the cold, or actually trying to like get more or something like that. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Yeah, so whatever happens, somebody now wants to leave that alone. They want to go away from this broken heart. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like somebody else is it's like somebody else is looking at this and they're trying to come up with another plan. So it's like somebody is trying to leave one thing to come up with another plan. Seriously, they're leaving one idea because they know it's not going to work. You know, it's almost like somebody else has already seen it or whatever regarding this relationship. So they're going to try and see if they can come up with a different plan. Yeah, and this has to do with something like maybe putting somebody in a situation where they accept something, that they shouldn't, you know, maybe have somebody take a bribe or some shit like that, and that can put them in jail. But that's not going to happen. You know, something about this person, this person's true intentions. It's like somebody's true intentions is shining through. And that's how somebody's able to see what somebody was trying to really do. Mm-hmm. Is it about somebody's true intentions? What's the message? So this Friday, we that's when we have our party, y'all. Our sip and see sweet spot VIP sip and see event. Get ready. I'm gonna send out the link. I'm gonna send out the drink and whatever else. If y'all hey, if y'all like a certain type of music, let me know. Mm-hmm. Somebody's trying to think about something. They're trying to. I'm telling you, somebody's trying to come up with a different plan. It's like they're trying to come up with a different angle. Yeah, somebody's gonna be like, "Oh no, 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 no! I love you. No, you my snooker pops. No, no, no. You know, I didn't see that. I didn't notice that. It's like somebody's like, no, oh no, I don't think it's like that. No, I don't think it's really like that. Someone is, but they know that they know what the fuck you talking about. They know that you didn't peg somebody right on. You didn't pointed somebody out. You didn't told them about themselves. They know that, and this person knows that they are guilty. They know they're guilty. They know their ass is guilty. Mm-hmm. Yep. But see, they're gonna try and make light of the situation, kind of apologize. Oh no, no, no. They want to heal the situation. Like they don't really want you to walk away. Or they want to heal the situation. They want to say that they done walked away and they want to start something new with you. They want to start something new with you. They want to turn over a new leaf, you know. And then this person, they want to have this wish fulfillment, because they know you single. They know you able to pay your own bills and everything. But what they're not telling you now is that their money is kind of funny, and they're not telling you maybe there's a lawsuit that's going on, or there's some type of investigation that's going on about somebody, like either fraud or internet crime or something like that. Somebody's gonna say that they didn't really know about, or they wasn't sure what the fuck was going on. Even though you had already said something about, hey, don't do no stupid ass shit like that. Don't let Raul get you involved in no bullshit. Da 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 da. That you could have been somebody's mother talking to her kid. You were saying it. You was like, hey, but instead somebody was trying to hurt you with the generational curse. That's what happened. They was trying to get your inheritance. They was trying to steal your inheritance. But see, you knew what the fuck was going on, okay? Because you knew, like I said, you was somebody's mother. But you was also very connected to your ancestors, your spirit guides, okay? Very connected. Very, very connected. So they let you know exactly what was going on. Exactly who was trying to cut you out, who was trying to leave you out in the cold, what this dark wizard was trying to do and everything else. You knew. You also knew about this witch. Okay, this could have been a Leo. All right, you knew about this witch. All right, you also knew about how this emperor was misguiding this page of wands with lies, and made up alibis. hmm But you also knew the spirit told you just to hold tight, be cool, don't do too much, don't move, don't say shit. Just be cool, because spirit got you. Spirit said, I'm sending everything. I'm setting everything right. I'm sending people up in there to kick ass and take names. So what you did was you just continued to work on you. You closed that cycle. You didn't even worry about it. You did exactly what God told you to do. You left it to God. And now this other person that is sitting here looking at shit all differently now, especially since you're stable, and they're not, because their life is totally upside down as opposed to how it used to be. And this person is sitting here thinking how the plan was for your shit to be fucked up, not theirs. And now this person is sitting here hoping that something comes in so that they can finally get some shit to work out right for. But they're looking, maybe this is their savings or whatever, or they get this is what they got to pay in bills, and this is the only savings they got left, and they waiting for something to come in. But see, what's happening is all that black magic, all that bullshit that they sent your way, confirmation on them tenfold, 20-fold, 100-fold, 1,000-fold. See, that you knew how to block that shit and end that shit. But wait, when you blocked that shit, you knew that shit had to go somewhere. They knew it had to go somewhere too. They just didn't know it was coming back to their ass. Bitches celebrated too soon. They celebrated too soon. Everybody in this coven is getting ass. Everybody's feeling the heat. Everybody's feeling the heat. You, okay, you just maintaining. You that chosen one. You just loving and living. You doing you. You are doing you. This is you being fruitful for a long ass time. This is you making going in the right direction. It may have taken you a long ass time, but let me tell you something. You're finally there. It took you a long time, but you finally made it. This is you being so strong, so confident, so loving, and being able to conquer all demons and dragons and lions and tigers and bears, and you able to actively give back to people. Yep. You was able to protect yourself and fight back. You was able to protect yourself and you fought back. You was in battle right here. You fought right here. You fought, and let me tell you what you fought. Somebody that was actively attacking you. You sent that shit right the fuck back. You was kicking ass and taking name. You sent this shit right the fuck back. And they know who you are. They know you're an earth angel. They know that you won. The heavens are saying your name. Judgment was made on your behalf. You are victorious. You receive whatever gift that God has. Now those other people, the ones that was coming up against you, the ones that was actively fighting against you, none of them can sleep. Like I said, they celebrated too soon. None of them can sleep. All these attacks that they sent towards you, they all coming back to them. They can't sleep. They fall asleep and they thinking about what's the name with the nails and the fucked up face and the hat and shit. They're thinking about him. Whenever you go to sleep and then he just right there. That's what they thinking about. Confirmation, my baby was over there. Here's to come. Ain't that right, baby? I know. Okay, just a second. Yes, I'm telling you, these people, they sitting here thinking about all those attacks they set your way. How I know. Okay, how you were supposed to just be the one that was all upset. Now the police are coming to pick them up. Hold on, let me put her outside real quick. Okay, Sasha, let's go. Let's okay. Oh, she did not. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. All right, sorry about that, y'all. She's about to have a fit. Whew. So, yes, honey. Yeah, Freddy Krueger. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what it was. I was like, who was that? Hey, Furious Sparrow, how are you? Yeah, somebody, you know what? It's like they see you just sitting here working. That's it. Whatever you're working on is working. It's working. And everybody was fighting over this money that was never going to be theirs. Fighting over some money that wasn't never theirs. That wasn't even there. Okay? They thought there was going to be some big old fat ass will. No, there was not that type of inheritance, okay, boo? It was a different type of inheritance. It was you finally figuring out who you are, completing your life's mission. That type of inheritance. Now somebody understand confirmation. Now somebody seeing they ruined their entire life for nothing. Everything, they fucked everything up for nothing. You can't make this up. They didn't get shit. They plotted, they planned, they made moves. You know, they was looking for the clout. They was even confirmation. Overturning stones and rocks, digging holes, having excavation projects and shit, looking for this fucking clout. This shit don't even fucking exist. I told you, them assholes celebrated way too soon. All of them getting it. They all tasting karma. Karma done put her foot in all of their mouth. All of it. You know? Everybody. I don't understand. What was it all for? What did you actually get? Didn't your heart tell you at some point, stop, you going the wrong way? Because that's what my heart does. When I'm doing some raw dog diggity shit to somebody that I wouldn't want done to me, my heart tells me don't do that. You don't want nobody doing that to you. Confirmation. You know? Somebody is so upset by the move that they made. They really are. They up. They are regret. They did not know that their life was gonna be blown to smithereens like that. They was like, shit. I didn't know this shit was gonna happen like that. Now I done heard about karma, but damn, you know. I'm telling you, somebody want to come towards you. They want to apologize to you. They want to try and calm this karma down. They want to let that fire kind of like go down a little bit, you know. And they know that, you know what, if you cuss them out, that's what they deserve. They can't even do nothing because they know they was acting an ass. If you was to cuss them out, you know, they would have to sit there and take it because they was acting an ass. Somebody's just like, damn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they was doing this shit for so long. They knew that they was wrong for so fucking long. You know, no loyalty whatsoever. None. None. Now this person is like, trying to act like, well, somebody else gonna talk me into. No, nobody else talked your dumb ass into this bullshit. You wanted to do this. You wanted to do this. You wanted to be this hidden enemy. You wanted to cause this confusion. You wanted somebody else to be all worried and confused and overburdened and feeling like there's no need for them to even fucking live. What the fuck are they even doing? You wanted somebody to feel like that. Now this person want to have some healing because this person feel like they time is near. They about to close this cycle here because they know that they don't they know they gotta get right. They trying to get right with God because they know the time is near. They just trying to go to see if they can get through the eye of the fucking needle. That's what they want. That's why they're trying to say, well, maybe I can contact them to be like, hey, let's just let sleeping dogs lie. Let's not hold that against each other, right? Yeah, no, fuck that. Hold that shit against somebody. You're not trying to, you're not forgiving them. You forgiving them, but don't sit there and go like, well, yeah, well, okay, well, we can't. No, fuck that. If they can't forgive themselves for that bullshit they did, then that's all on them. And if somebody can't forgive themselves for that bullshit that they did, that's all on them. That ain't on you. They left you out in the cold anyway, remember? They was the ones who was trying to strike against you, remember? They was the ones who was lying on you and holding back from you, remember? This the one who thought that they was gonna be able to come in and do all this stupid shit. That and not even think that maybe somewhere along the lines, somewhere along the way, that you was actually going to learn one day how to take care of yourself, how to protect yourself, and how to fucking fight back. They should have known when you walked away, that's when the battle was getting ready to kick off. Hey, Queen J, how are you? When you walked away, they should have known that's when shit was getting ready to get real, real. Because you closed this motherfucker. You slammed that door closed, kabloo. That's when somebody realized they had did too much. All them tricks that they thought they was tricking, they tricked themselves. They did too much. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Somebody was sitting there thinking about, damn, maybe they shouldn't have did it like that. Maybe they should have just chilled, you know. Especially whenever you said whatever you had to say and then you left. Yeah. And then the arguments kept going. And that's when people realized it wasn't you because they kept arguing. They kept fussing, fighting, and they was trying to stab each other in the back at that point. You know? It's like, okay, well, you can't blame them because they ain't even there no more. So who's really doing what? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now somebody want to feel like they want to start all over. They want to see it, maybe y'all can plan to meet somewhere or something like that. You know, because they hoping that they can get to you before like this other person does. Like this other person, like they don't want this other person to have some epiphany or good idea, and they hope that maybe you can just kind of keep that between y'all. Don't really talk about it too much. Because they don't want somebody else to know, what's really going on and, what they really need or what they're really trying to do. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's like somebody's going to try and call you to see if, like, confirmation, like they can be the first one to get to you, to talk to you, to tell you, oh, so and so and so and so. No, it's Yeah, but you know what, I think you just by yourself doing you, and as far as somebody planning, they it's like they're just like planning right now, but they haven't done anything. They're just still like they're stuck, and they really don't know what to do. Yeah, because of this whole, I feel like they really don't know what to do because of this whole situation of them trying to really do you dirty. Like this person may be under investigation or something like that. You know, this person may be going to jail, in jail. So they can't really make any moves right now. They can't do nothing. This could be, like something about one of your kids, I'm telling you, or a situation from the past. But yeah, somebody somebody pointed them out as being like the gunman, the one who was going to do the dirty deed. Somebody pointed them out. They said, yeah, no, 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 no. You talking about Raul? That's Raul. Yeah, Raul was the one that was on that horse that day. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because somebody decided that they was gonna win at all costs. But see, some shit was coming in that they didn't see either. And they was trying to do this to Raul while Raul had his back turned. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Oh well, Raul, you should have been smarter. Hey Sheila, how are you? Telling you, yep, this could be one of your kids, or they about to go to jail for some shit they did in the past. Somebody's about to go to, or they about to go to jail for some shit they did in the past to a child. Mm, that could be it. Some shit that they did in the past to a child. Mm, and maybe you already talked about it. Maybe you've already put it out there. You already said what was going on. Uh-huh. And somebody didn't know how the fuck you even knew. That's whenever they realized how incredibly close you are to God. You just have that hidden knowledge, confirmation. That's how you knew to how to end somebody else's attacks towards you. And you knew who was trying to take your inheritance, and you knew who else they was working with. You knew all of that shit. And that they was a dark warlock. You knew that shit. You knew that they was gonna try and hit you with in your heart, with your what was your most prized possession. It could have been your kid. And just you was trying to protect your child. You was really trying to protect your child, But see, your child confirmation got sidetracked by somebody who they thought had more, instead of following the crowd, instead of following their own mind. But you know what? That's okay, because that just meant that something about it moved this empress forward. You know, it moved that empress forward more towards their purpose. That's what it is. And now that this empress is fully in their purpose and their power, that's when they was able to step away from that child, so that child could go ahead and learn those lessons. Yep, learn those lessons on their own. Yep, let spirit show them. Let spirit show them and guide them and teach them, ass whoop them and everything else. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Oh well. Hey, Beatrice, how are you? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You said I lost my twins. I'm sorry. Having something to do with it. Oh my gosh. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. Something about everything is out in the open now. Everything is out in the open. There's nothing else. There's nothing else that has not been uncovered. Everything is out in the open. You know, the only thing that can happen now is healing and balance, forgiveness. You know, it is for everyone to seek God first. You know, and to ask for these things. You know, to ask for forgiveness, to ask for healing, to ask for balance, you know, to surrender. You know, that's the only thing that's left. But something about this warlock, this one that is not giving up. This one will not give up. This one is like one of the ones that's like, I'm gonna die trying. I'm gonna keep up, die trying. You know, this could be a Leo. I'm telling you, somebody who just never grew up, who never got a clue, who's not gonna give up, who's not gonna give up, who's too stubborn, you know. But this is someone that doesn't realize that what's coming in is not good for them. It's not going to end well, all because they want to see you do bad. They want to see you hurt, them and all their friends. Because it came like this. So this is not ending well for none of those friends. They don't even see it coming. They don't see it coming. Yep. It's like they definitely did not choose wisely, for sure. You know, it's like they didn't even love you at all. At all. They didn't choose wisely at all. All they wanted to see was how could they get a hold of your gift. They didn't want to have no relationship with you. They didn't give a shit if y'all didn't ever talk. Fuck that. They was just like, how can I get their part of the inheritance? That's all I really want. You know, because they were sitting there thinking, okay, well, if we gang up together, when so and so die, we gonna go ahead and split that money evenly. Yes, I'm telling you, it was like these two came up with some plan. Yeah, okay, so yeah, when so and so died, we could do this and that and the other. And see, this was may have been like a child, a grandchild to this emperor, you know, thinking that they was getting ready. And once that emperor kicked the bucket, then the child was going to be named as, you know, the one who takes care of the will, the money, and everything else. But as things would have it, somebody noticed that somebody sure was getting pretty tricky. Tricky Ricky. Okay? Mm-hmm. That's when things started changing. Anything else in this deck? We're going to pull one more deck. Yep. But don't even worry, because you're the one who gets it. You get all of it. The entire thing. You don't have to split nothing with nobody. It's all going to you, Empress. All of it. All of it. Because they was going to sit here and try and hold back from you. That's going to sit here and try and hold back from you. Then they thought that they was going to split some shit evenly. But you spilled all the tea, all the beans. Every single bean and every single tea leaf that you could have spilled was spilled, baby. Yes. Everything was spilled. I don't know why they must not watch the first 48. I'm going to tell you that much. Because just on that alone, don't even try and do nothing funny. Because it ain't going to be funny whenever they say put your hands behind your back. That shit ain't funny. Bottom of the deck. Page of Pentacles. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, somebody thought they was going to do some type of trick and get this money by tomorrow. Shit. No, baby. Mm-mm. You're going to trick yourself out your spot. What else, Spirit? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes, so somebody did not understand, or they didn't think that the wheel was getting ready to turn away from them. And you know what? Things was getting ready to come out. Things is getting ready to come out. And they are so upset that all those secrets, all those lies, all those hidden alibis was coming out, what somebody was really doing underneath the moon. What was really happening, what they really wanted for you. Okay? What they really was trying to do was get you caught up. That was what they really wanted. That was what they was praying for. Ain't that fucked up? Ain't that fucked up? Now they feel like a fool. They feel like a fool because didn't shit happen to you. You ended up winning about over everybody. This person feel like a fool because you the only one that won. You're like, ha, ta-da! Then they want to be all upset and sad and everything because you said, you know what, I'm going to leave you to wallow in your bullshit. I'm not accepting none of this. And you went on about your life, went on about your business, happy, go lucky, and being spiritually protected. You know? It's like you knew about what somebody was trying to do, and you was okay with it. You was at peace with how somebody else was acting because you understood that was not you. And you ain't had to put up with nobody's bullshit no motherfucking more. That's whenever you said, I'm going to show you where to kiss on my behind as I walk through that door. Because I know my word. Mm-hmm. Then this person and the people that they was working with, they was like, yeah, don't even worry about all that. You know, that just we do we good. But somebody started noticing something. That they had planted all these seeds. They had did all this. You tilled all that. They did all that. And wasn't nothing showing. It's like they not seeing no growth. Nothing. Confirmation. Someone started noticing. Wasn't shit growing. What's the message? Yeah. Somebody, it's like they want to travel towards you. This could be, like I said, this could be a child of yours, you know, but something about somebody wanting to travel towards you. They had this idea, or they're really feeling passionate about traveling towards you, you know. This is somebody that they really want. They're watching you, and they want to be with you. They want to share with you. They want to talk with you. This is somebody that they want to talk about, being a family with you again. This is somebody that, they know that they had left you out in the cold. They was not loyal to you. They was not there for you. They was not 10 toes down for you. This is somebody who, they don't blame you for leaving them. They know that you had to leave them for your own peace of mind, because they know that what they was trying to give you was unacceptable. But they felt it. When you left, they felt it. That's whenever they started opening up their eyes and realizing, you know what, they was following the wrong motherfucker. They was following a magician, a warlock, a wordsmith, somebody who, did nothing but give them a headache. What they should have done was follow the one who was strong enough to protect herself, and the one that they knew was family. But instead, this person wanted to bring all this type of burden. What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yeah, you started over and you like became some winner. Like the one that everybody, the it girl. What was the name of that show long time ago? Uh what was the name of that show? And she used to throw her hat up in the air. It was like in the 70s. And do 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 do. You remember? Damn, that girl. Yes, yes, that girl. Yes, yeah. And now it's like everybody's looking at you like you that girl. Mm-hmm. Exactly. And this other buffoon is looking all crazy, all upset, like, damn, he didn't cause all this and he ain't getting shit. Didn't even find no clout in the hole, nothing, nothing. And all this person did was create drama and trauma and get you to walk away, and walked away with some really nasty things to say to that motherfucker, which I don't blame somebody. Shit. You know, somebody realizing that they work together to like try and send out this like death magic or some shit like that, something that was supposed to take you under, all because they thought they was going to get your gift. But that didn't work. Not only do you retain your gift, not only is your power stronger, but you so protected, can't nobody even get to you. That's why this person feels stupid. They all should. They all should. What's the message? Something about, yeah, see, somebody, they was trying to lie on you. They can't lie on you anymore. Nobody's believing that. And nobody believing the lies no more. Nobody. They can't say nothing because you're not there. You keeping to yourself. See, you keeping to yourself. You're not even around them. So it's like, you turned your back on that whole situation. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Kay Hyphy, how are you? Yep. It's like somebody, and I'm telling you, somebody's trying to get people to not to see you as loving. They don't want them to see you as loving. They don't want them to see you that you're connected to God. They want to see you. They want them to see you that you practice some other shit. That's what they want to see you. you know and it's like they trying to compare you to somebody else. Well, y'all is doing two different things. She got her hands to God, and the other one got her little magic stick in her hand. Y'all is practicing two different things. See, y'all is doing two different things. So yep. But both of them wanted to be seen as the earth angel, the one who has the gift. They both wanted to be seen as that, but there was only truly one. And it was somebody who had to really look at everything, not just some things, but everything, to make that true determination of who the true earth angel was. And that's when this person realized and they made the correct decision that it was you. You were that empress. You were that earth angel. You were the matriarch, not the other one. That's when somebody, it's like they were stuck in some type of cycle, or they had to go back and repeat some type of cycle because they were trying to get it so that you didn't get your gift. Yes. So I'm telling you, they didn't get what they wanted. They were supposed to make it so that you didn't get your gift, and then they will be able to complete some cycle. But since you got your gift, you claimed your inheritance, they're not receiving what they want. So now this person has to go back, and it's like they are trying to heal and everything, because they know that they get ready to uh, have to repeat some shit, like repeat a cycle. What's the message? And I don't know if that cycle is in this lifetime, if it's in another lifetime, but they got to repeat a cycle. I'm telling you, because somebody has to think about some shit that they did and who they did it to and why they did it. It was like they missed the whole clue. The whole clue was that you was already independent, self-sufficient, and single, and sexy, incredibly sexy. Forgot to add that shit. That was important. But anyway. So there was a big clue that somebody missed. And now this person is thinking about it. They realizing they missed that. Now this person is hoping that they remember it for the next lifetime. They hope that they remember it for the next lifetime so that they can go in and they can start whatever they was doing and really turn the shit upside down so that they can whatever evil plan they trying to do. I'm telling you, this person feels like they can outslick God. So it's like the next lifetime they're gonna try and see if they can do it differently to outslick God. Well, good luck with that one, baby. Let me know how that worked out. Send me a video. Shit. I want to see it all happen. So, anything else We're going to get ready to close up. Anything else? Yep. Something about this person. They are expecting this great heartache. They are expecting their heart to be broken, almost like as payback. That's what they're expecting, like for as payback for breaking your heart. That's what they're expecting. You know, they don't know how it's gonna come. They don't know when it's gonna start, but they don't, and they can't tell where. But they expect something. They know it's coming. They know it's coming because this person was not loyal to you at all. And they know that this was something that you actually had to heal from. You had to really get over that. This is why you are protecting yourself against this person. So, all right, y'all. I'm going to leave it right there. It's 1:11. All right. I'm going to leave it right there for sure. I love y'all. And I will see you tomorrow. Thank you so very much for hanging out with me. I really do appreciate y'all. Good night.